Hit that curb, bam, shot up the hill, and flew like Superman and landed on top of these people's house. What's up, everybody? I'm Poetry. This is my Twisted Life with Poetry. This is Poetry's news and twisted views. I'm here with my trusty sidekick, Green Apple, today. She's over here drawing and sketching and stuff. So we're at the garden. So we're doing this from the actual car. So I don't know how this is gonna go. We just gonna see how it's gonna go when you're gonna roll with me. All right. So we're gonna start off with some celebrity deaths. Had a lot of older white actors pass away. Well, not a lot. Two ain't a lot, but still two. So we had George Romero. If you don't know who George Romero is, he's the creator of the Night of the Living Dead, the original zombie movies. I think from that they came with Dawn of the Living Dead, Day of the Living Dead. They had all kind of living deads, and of course, you know, all the way up to now, The Walking Dead. They all kind of spurned, he kind of gave birth to those from his adaptations of Night of the Living Dead. He died at age 77. He was suffered a long time with lung cancer, so we give our condolences to him. We also had actor Martin Landau pass away. If you don't know who Martin Landau is, he played in Cleopatra. He was in a bunch of Alfred Hitchcock movies. I think he had like over 200 films that he actually was acting in. His most notable character was from the TV series Mission Impossible. I forgot how many years that TV show ran. It was before she was born, so I know she won't know either. But yeah, so he passed away as well. Then we also had stuntman John Berniker. He's a stuntman from the Walking Dead TV series. He also is a stuntman on the upcoming Marvel movie Black Panther. And I can't remember his third one. He's a stuntman for a lot of different shows, but he passed away on due to an injury on the set of The Walking Dead. They're filming for season 8. He slipped and fell, and then suffered a head contusion. Is that how you say that word? Contusion. He hit his head, and he ended up dying at the hospital. So those are our 3 celebrity deaths that I'm aware of this week. We send out our condolences to them. I'm gonna give you some of the local news. So yesterday, there was a car that actually landed on top of a house. We still trying to figure out how this happened. Hopefully I got the picture. I can insert the picture here in this video when I load this up. And basically what the witnesses are saying, that this 40-year-old man was driving down a residential street somewhere between 70 to 90 miles an hour. I don't know how they gauged the speed, but that's what the witnesses were saying. He hit a curb. The front of the house has like a little slope hill. He hit that curb, bam, shot up the hill, and flew like Superman and landed on top of these people's house. Now, he was in that car on top of the house for at least 3 hours before the fire department was able to get him out. We still don't know if he was high on crack, if he was on that lean, if he was shooting up heroin, because heroin is very popular in St. Louis right now, or if the man just probably had a heart attack or some shit and just like hit the gas, you know, passing out from a heart attack. But he ended up on top of a roof of a house. Now the funny thing, not even funny, crazy thing is, the gentleman that lives in the house says that this is the second time in the last 6 months that a car has landed in his house. The first time it was in the front of the house, this time it's on top of the house. And his neighbor said in the last 6 months, somebody went into the side of his, to the front of his, and took out his railing. So these particular 2 houses actually get a lot of traffic they were not expecting to have. But I can't imagine everybody going super fast down this street. The street ain't even that damn big, for real. It's smaller than my street. It's a one-way, but everybody is crashing into these people's house. I don't know, I think I may have to move. The gentleman was like, you know, my mama had this house for 25 years and I've been living here and I want to keep it. It's very sentimental value to me. But bruh, somebody telling you to go somewhere. Follow the signals. Listen to the signs. I will be about that joint. Okay. So, moving on. Remember Jail Bay? The one dude who got his picture shared on all over social media, and all the women went crazy about how fine he was. He was going to jail. I forgot what the hell he was going to jail for. Jeremy Meeks was his name. Well, apparently, Once he got out of jail, he ended up with a modeling contract. So, you know, he been doing his little thing. He was dating this chick, kind of highfalutin ass girl, a lot of money, whatever. I think she was a celebrity star. I don't know what her job was. But recently, he's been caught cheating on her with a damn billionaire. And he's flaunting his relationship with the cheating wife or the cheating girl all over social media, and everybody going crazy. What I'm still tripping off of is how this motherfucker got famous off of going to jail. I'm cute. I done been to jail, and I ain't come out with no modeling contract when I came out of jail. I'm just saying, I think that I deserve. Be amazed. Be amazed. I'm just saying. But the fact that he actually is now dating billionaires and everything, just from being a sexy ass guy in his mugshot. I wonder whatever happened to Teacher Bay. Cause she was thick with it, she was cute, everybody was going crazy about she shouldn't be working in a school like that because her dress too tight. She had a fucking body, her body was banging, the dress was gonna fit tight no matter what. You gonna put her in a damn potato sack? But yeah, I wonder what happened to her. Did she get a modeling contract? I hope she didn't become no video hoe. But you know anything that's happened to her? No? Okay. Gotta stay up on the girl. Okay, so apparently, I don't know if y'all have seen, on American Airlines flight in Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina, passengers were evacuated from the plane because somebody fart was smelling so bad that it was making them sick. Now, people said he was getting headaches, they had nausea, and I guess he was farting that bad, they had to investigate the stench. Well, come to find out, it really wasn't because of the man fart, even though his farts were so bad. There was actually mechanical issues on the plane that caused the odor. But, I don't know, his farts must have been so bad as well. Everybody noticed who the hell was farting. So, yeah, everybody got evacuated off their plane, and they thought they was getting evacuated off due to this man farting, but it really wasn't mechanical issues on the plane. Okay, so, oh man, R. Kelly. Robert.
Yeah, I heard.
Apparently, he's in another sex scandal. He didn't pee on nobody. Well, he might have. I was going to say he didn't pee on nobody as we know of, but he might have. But this is apparently, there's multitudes of women of age, I'm going to have to put that in there, they have legal age, who is coming forth and saying that they go to work with R. Kelly for professional reasons. And they end up having to live with him down his home in Duluth, Georgia, I think it is. I know it's in Georgia. They're having to live with him like they're in a harem or a cult or something, a bunch of women all living together. And they have to perform sexual acts and favors for him. So PN may be involved in this town, we just not certain. And because the women are not under the age of 18 or 18 and under, there's no police involvement. These women were there via their own volition, which means that they could have left any fucking time that they want. But apparently, if one of them acted out, if they cut an eye at a dude walking down the street, R. Kelly would beat their ass and put him back in line. It would be physical and verbal abuse. Now, this is all allegedly, because R. Kelly came back and said ain't none of this shit true. But there's interviews with like different women all talking about this supposed cult-like environment that he have. And I keep thinking, how many times somebody got to be accused of sexual anything for you to stop hanging around them? Y'all want the fame that bad that y'all just gonna say, okay, we're gonna go ahead and roll up with R. Kelly because, you know, he's a good producer, he's a good musician. He kind of cute when you look at him from the side with his head tilted a little bit sometimes. But how many accusations does this man have to have for y'all to say, you know what, maybe being around him may not be the best idea? But you, of your own volition, move into this house with him down in Georgia. They have to ask permission whether or not they want to go back to Chicago to the studio or move from Chicago to Georgia. And y'all volunteering to move into this house and becoming a sex slave. Now, so whose fault is that? R. Kelly or yours? I mean, at what point do you take responsibility for your own actions? So, like I said, his camp is all saying, you know, it's all a lie. They tired of tearing up a good man who ain't never did nothing. He was acquitted for the P charges. Y'all know. I think they paid off the family. I don't know for certain. That's alleged as well. Okay, so in a couple other news, I don't know if y'all remember this case from 2014. There was this Tulsa police officer who shot his girlfriend's boyfriend, who happens to be black, of course. And he shot him due to a handshake. He claimed that this handshake he thought was the guy pulling a weapon on him. So apparently, here the story go. Apparently, the daughter was having issues with the parents. They kicked her out the house. She went to go live in this shelter, where she met this young man. Do I got his name down here? I be leaving out names. I be leaving them out on purpose sometimes. Met this man, I think his name was Jake. Met him there. He was not living in the shelter. He was one of the people that came and volunteered to help out. And he felt, because she was young, she was 18 at the time, that would not be a good place for her to be. If y'all ever been in the shelter before, it's not a safe environment for women with children, but definitely not just for women by themselves. It's not a safe environment for most men sometimes. So they befriended each other, and he ended up moving her in with him. Well, her father, this Tulsa police officer, found out about it, and he went by the house. They wasn't there at the time when the daddy was sitting outside the house. They walked up and they saw his truck. And the daughter was like, I don't want to talk to him. So she decided to go into the house. Well, Jake apparently went to go introduce himself to the man. And he just lit him up, shot him up, and then peeled off. Like I said, he claimed that the man had a weapon on him. But the police found no guns, no weapons, no nothing, no drugs, nothing on this young man to justify him killing him. There was witnesses around as well, said that all he did was reach out his hand and shake the man's hand. So, like I said, the case has been going to court for 3 years. They just had the third mistrial this weekend. The mistrial is basically because the judge says this case could be tried as first-degree murder or it could be tried as manslaughter. But they are unclear if the jury is split 6 manslaughter, 6 first-degree, or they just don't believe that it's 6 people saying that he doesn't do it at all, and 6 people that saying he did. They have no idea to determine what the jury really means, so they've got another mistrial. Third mistrial on this case. Whew. Oh, I got ant on me. Oh, shit. I don't like bugs. I don't like creepy crawler stuff. It must have joined in on me. Okay. So I'm gonna go through the little quickies here I think I got left. I only got a couple more things left to talk about. Doctor Who, the TV show. They're about to get their 13th Doctor Who. I started watching the show when I was a little kid. Came on PBS. And I think, what's his name? Tom Stewart? What's his name? No, Tom Baker. Tom Baker was the Doctor Who at the time. He was the 4th one when I was born. So they're on number 13 now. This show used to be scary as shit to me. Used to have these little fucking robotic spiders, and then the aliens had like electricity and shit flying out their heads, and the creepy eyes, and the little sounds, and they used to jump the screen back and forth. Plus, it was in black and white. That shit was scary to me. So I have not watched it since it went off of PBS. I want to say in 81, around that time is when it went off PBS, and it got picked up by some other TV shows, and it kept carrying on from that point on. Because I've never seen none of the other Doctor Who's, but now they're finna have a woman, and the feminists are happy. They believe this is going to be a good role model for young girls to finally see a Doctor Who, and they're like, it's about time they finally got a Doctor Who that's a woman. And they ain't got one that's been black yet, and it's black people that live in Britain. It's smart black people that could be doctors and scientists and shit too. But yeah, that's the big thing. It's a female Doctor Who about to come out in BBC. I think they get some very good feedback on it, expecting that to come out. Celebrity politics. Okay, I announced last week that Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, somebody started a campaign for him to run for president. Although he was not officially connected to the campaign, that whole purpose is to get him to run for president. So Kid Rock is running for Senate. I used to like Kid Rock. I used to like his music. I now realize how racist of a motherfucker he has become. Well, it probably have been, but it's now coming out. And Bruce Caitlyn Jenner is now running for Senate as well. Oh, the gays are gonna be happy about that. They just gonna rah-rah. They probably gonna rah-rah behind her just because.
They don't like her at all.
We gonna see how this all pan out. But we finna have some crazy folks running for office. Just from the last campaigns that they had here in St. Louis, there's some ridiculousness going on. These people running for office that are so very not qualified. But just to change up the new blood, people are voting them in. It's just, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Okay, well, last and not least, but just last, Beyonce released the photo of the twins, Rumi and Sir Carter. At first, it was not clear on whether Sir Carter was his name or Sir Carter was his name, because the way she announced it was Sir Carter and Rumi. I just switched it to Rumi and Sir Carter. But apparently, it's just Sir, and his last name is Carter. Rumi is supposed to be based on a 13th century poet named Jalaluddin Rumi. Her mama Tina Knowles put this on Instagram, so this is where this information is coming from. And Rumi had a poem that he written called Sir, and that's where the young Sir got his name. They've already trademarked the names. I don't even know what to say about that for real. Y'all just be fanatic about the Beyonce and Jay-Z. My God. Can't say nothing bad.
She's just another person.
She's just another, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that out loud. That she's just another person. Oh my God.
She is.
Yeah, she is just another person. And people, they going crazy. I was on Kinfolk Collector page, and they post up the picture. Somebody posted a picture that they photoshopped Beyonce with the twins into the Black Panther Marvel picture. So myself, along with some other people, was like, they don't fit the narrative. Baby, the beehive swarmed in, trying to sting. Why y'all hating on B? Why y'all hate?
Did you see the thing where they was like, the top 10 billionaires who can't compare it to certain, what's her name? Rumi. And Mary Kate and Ashley was on there. And so somebody was like, Mary Kate and Ashley, they've been billionaires since before they could even drink legally. They went off. They was like, they were born billionaires, so you can, they have nothing on Beyonce twins. It was like, they worked for their money. They, what?
Lord,
I hate the Beehive.
Y'all get ridiculous. Y'all get ridiculous over there.
Oh.
So the girl was like, why y'all so pressed about her? She do fit. She's Black Panther status. They royalty. First of all, they fictional fucking characters. Let's go there first, okay? But the narrative of the Black Panther movie, her picture of revealing the twins as cute as they could be, don't fit into the fucking narrative at all. So I think one young lady was making a statement, and one girl was like, how the fuck am I pressed? She said, how is it that we pressed? Because we not fanatics, but y'all not pressed over the people who not pressed. Like, they get so mad when people not like, ah! Like that when somebody mentioned her name. I'm like, it's a picture with a fucked up ugly ass background. Let's be honest. I don't understand that look, but that's, I mean, she liked it, then she liked it. I ain't gonna say she like it, I love it. That'd be a lie. Cause you know I'm judgy. But anyway, that's it. That is Poetry's News and Twisted Views. I didn't have much of anything anyway. So thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming back. Leave your comments about anything that you want to talk about. If there's some other shit that you saw in the news that I didn't get to, go and drop that down in the comments. It wasn't much going on this week. The Mayweather thing with the little boxer dude, I can't even think of his name.
Connor.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know what was going on with that. I think they said that Connor was making some racist remarks towards black women, and so half people that was used to be on Connor team is now on Mayweather team, and hell, Mayweather ain't said the nicest shit about black women either half the damn time. So fuck, you pick one devil over the other. I guess you pick the black devil over the white devil. I don't know. So I ain't got nothing else to say about that shit either. All right, thank y'all for leaving comments. I'm thanking y'all in advance because I know y'all gonna do it. Holla at you later. Peace.